Assalamu alaikum. Today is Muhammad Ali's birthday. So all over the internet, all across social media, people are posting their favorite motivational quotes, pictures and videos of the champ. Stories in which they met him, their experiences. Something's missing. You can't speak about the champ without speaking about his faith. You can't separate Muhammad Ali from his Islam. You can't speak about Muhammad Ali without recognizing the fact that he was unapologetically Muslim. You see, he was a lot more than just a boxer. He was the greatest boxer. He was the top athlete of the 20th century, winning numerous awards. He was a lot more than that. He was an influencer among influencers. You see, the top celebrities, the top athletes, singers, dancers, musicians, activists, politicians, religious leaders, they all wanted to be in a picture with him. They all wanted his autograph. They all wanted to get a shout out from him. Why? Why are people quoting him across industries, across cultures, across countries? Because he stood for something. He had values, he had principles. He sacrificed everything over and over again. Came out on top. In his 20s, early 20s, he sacrificed his boxing career and his title, his license. Why? Because he stood up against the war. He was against the war in Vietnam. And he was almost put in prison, but he won the case. The Supreme Court, 8-0, Muhammad Ali versus the United States. And he won back the title, got back his license. But after boxing, he told the world it never was about the sport, never was about boxing. And he went around the world, establishing mosques, taking care of the poor and the homeless and the needy, furiously advocating for his people, speaking about racial justice. What would he be doing if he was here today? What would he say? Not only would he be speaking about racial justice, which is still relevant today, and racism in America and around the world, but also he would be standing for everybody, for everyone that's oppressed. He would stand up for the Palestinians and the Yemenis and the Syrians, the Uyghur Muslims in China, the Rohingya, the Kashmiris, the Somalis, the Sudanese, the Nigerians, and on and on and on. You know he would. And now more than ever, we need people to be loud and proud about their faith. Muslims are going through a lot around the world. I encourage you, if you have a platform, whether you're Muslim or not, be honest and true. And when you post about Muhammad Ali, whether you're reading, writing, speaking, be fair, be just. He stood for truth and justice. I encourage you to do the same. And know that he has a legacy. He's already passed away. But his janazah, his funeral, people came from all over the world, including heads of different countries. And his janazah, his Islamic funeral prayer, is the first and only one ever televised nationally. That's a legacy. That's impact. That's Muhammad Ali. He's the most famous person on the planet. But you can't separate him from his faith. See, he was totally against alcohol and drugs and hookup culture and party culture. And it's not politically correct to talk about that. People don't want to hear that. It's the truth. He was against all that. He taught us and taught the world that true freedom isn't in sinning, isn't in addictions. True freedom is unshackling yourself from all of that and worshiping Allah, worshiping the creator of the universe. You worship God, that truly frees you from everything else. Peer pressure and social pressure and family pressure. Traditions and cultures that might hold you down. What is everyone thinking about me? Does everybody like me? How do I dress to please other people? What is everybody doing? FOMO, fear of missing out. He broke all those barriers. He didn't have that mental box. His heart wasn't attached to these things. He had the money and the fame in his hands, but not in his heart. That's a legacy left for us. So if you're a celebrity, you have a role model, you have an example. If you're a leader, you have an example. If you have a social media following or a platform, you have an example. May Allah have mercy on the champ.